Hi, everybody, and welcome to Marshy's Inspired Studio. If this is your first time, welcome. Uh, so, I just recently had a birthday. And, when I became a senior citizen, I just kind of made a joke about it and moved on, right? Well, I have turned a few more years since then, and I was interested in going to the local senior citizen uh, center, and I decided to go. Now, I was nervous. I had 1,000 excuses why I couldn't go, didn't want to go. It's raining. I've got a blister on my foot. I don't know anybody. I have to go by myself. I've got to drive in the car. It's raining. The excuses, excuses, excuses. If you have felt this way, put it in the comments below. So, I'm the author of 13 Interactive Challenges to Self Discovery. And one of the exercises in the book, the first challenge is try something new. Okay. Try something new. You can find those links below. Uh, you know, in one of the exercises, okay, here you go, is visiting 3 different organizations or social groups. Mm-hmm. So I have to go at least 3 times. And I was nervous. I didn't know what I was doing. I was going to an exercise class. I found this Tai Chi class. I thought it was regular Tai Chi, and it ended up being Chair Tai Chi. And I'm thinking, oh no. And they called me, and I was like, are you sure I can go? This is my age, XX. And they're like, oh, yes, yes, you can come on down. I'm like, is there a charge? Oh, no, it's free. I was like, oh, it's free? I guess I'll go. And were the people nice? The people were nice, right? There's so many different activities. And of course, I'm interested in all of them, but I'm not retired and I can't go do that yet. If you have gone to your local senior citizens center, tell me what you like about it and put it in the comments below. This was my first time to go, right? So I was nervous. Um, and of course, all these ladies after class just came up to me, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I can't remember all their names. There's a Shirley, and there's a Priscilla, and there was a Carol or something. I don't know. So, all very nice. And of course, my birthday was this month, and I just missed the birthday celebration. And of course, they were all talking about that, like, oh man, it's great. We do this big luncheon, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh man, I missed out on that. Because I work from home, it's important to get out of my comfort zone. So, as we age, ladies, it's important that we don't just isolate ourselves. We have to get out. Like tomorrow, I'm going to a quilt retreat. I won't know anyone there either. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to meet people. But you get to our age and it's like people start dying, they start moving away, different things happen. But really, the talk today is about what I learned at the Senior Citizen Center. And I have been feeling a little gloom. I've been a little pissed off, to be honest with you, because it's like, I remember when I was in my 20s, just like it was yesterday, but my body doesn't do what I want it to do anymore. It's, you had all these grandiose ideas of what you were going to do. And then all of a sudden it's not happening. And you're going, but why not? I'm running out of time. And I feel like a galloping horse that I can't get to my destination fast enough. And I don't know if y'all feel that way. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I've been creating some resources for us. I created a free let go poster. I highly recommend that you get that. It's in the link below. There's no cost associated with it. And once you do it, you get this midlife quiz, which is really kind of interesting. I set it up like a magazine, like the old Cosmetology magazines or the teen magazine we used to get as kids, and we'd, circle and do all that. And so that's how I created it. And I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, put it in the comments below. Okay. So you do have to get out of your comfort zone. You do have to try new things. That's what this book is about. It's all about, trying things new and forgiveness. Have you had a friend and you've just gotten into an argument and you've held a grudge for a while? Well, there's the extend the olive branch, right? There's fitness in here. There's health in here. Last night I got so sick. Oh my goodness, I got sick. I was talking to the porcelain god last night. And maybe that's too much information, but hey, it's my YouTube channel. I just talk about what I want. But are you fine? I have found in this last year, I've been sicker than I've ever been. I mean, I hadn't vomited in over 20 years, and all of a sudden this year I've been sick. And it's like, I don't understand. It's like the little light switch goes on. They say, hey, you're a senior citizen now. It's like, what? I'm having a hard time getting a hold of this deal. When I went to the senior citizen center, I hadn't been before, so I didn't know where it was. Luckily, I didn't get lost. The GPS took me right there. But what struck me is I guess there was an exercise class before me. And all these ladies were coming out with their yoga mats and all of this stuff. And they looked like me. I was like, they look like me. Wait, what? So I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's not that bad. I guess I'll keep going. Well, then, of course, I got bombarded at the door. Oh, I need you to fill out this card and I need to let you know all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I need to go to class. So I go to class and I come out, and that's when they all got around me. They were very welcoming. But one of the things that I found nice is that they had all the activities that you could sign up for. And of course, I was interested in a lot of them, and like watercolor and pickleball and yoga class. Like they had like strength training class and all of this. And I was like, are there prices? And they're like, no. And I was like, no. Okay. And then they said, well, some of like the watercolor, you might have to pay $3 or $5. I was like, oh, okay. So I guess what I'm saying is the ladies were very welcoming. And so I found that interesting. They had snacks. I was like, oh, snacks. I like snacks, which I don't need any more snacks. But anyway, I didn't have any. I self-control because I didn't feel good last night. So I didn't do any snacks. Did I think I was the youngest one there? Oddly enough, I did, but then I wasn't so sure. And that was the interesting part about it. Now, I felt like most of the people are retired. And of course, I'm not. So that is always the kicker, is because there's things I want to do and I want to get involved, but it's like, wait, I can't be gone every day. Like tomorrow, I'm going to do the Quilt Guild retreat and I'm going to be out all day Friday. Well, I need to work, So it's like, okay. Was I worried I'd feel awkward? I was very nervous in the classroom for the chair yoga. There were some older people there. The guy that was teaching had like a walker thing, and I'm thinking, what is happening here? But to come to find out, he just recently had some kind of medical thing. He used to stand up and do Tai Chi, but he decided to switch to chair Tai Chi and still doing it. Hats off, right? I learned a lot, but of course, my coordination, of course, this guy's making a little joke and go like, oh, well, this helps with coordination, right? Because he'd be, you had to like lift the opposite leg and the hand. And of course, I'm not doing any of it right because I've never done it before, right? And you had these older ladies. See, I'm saying they're older because they are older than me. They could be 20 years older than me. And I'm sitting here going, but I find that I need my mobility. And so it was an eye opener in the sense of, okay, yes, it's a senior citizen center, but don't underestimate us senior citizens. We're a little spry. And if you feel that way, that you're a little spry and you got a little spring in your step and you still have a little bit of attitude, put it in the comments below, right? Because I think sometimes as women, we become invisible. I don't know what it is. It's like when menopause hits, it's like they don't recognize us as humans. You go to the store, you go anywhere, and it's like they're not acknowledging you. You're just it's like, what is happening here? So if you've had that happen where you just feel like, what? Am I invisible to you? I'm standing right here in the line, and they will just turn around and pick the person behind you. Not even help you, and you're going, what? And I just want to smack them. But anyway, can't do that. So yes, I had my birthday, and yes, I'm a little pissed off because I had a birthday, right? So anyway, so yes, I felt awkward in class because I didn't know what I was doing, but I think I would have felt awkward no matter where I took the class. Okay. Did I wonder if I fit in? I did. I honestly did wonder if I fit in. But you know what? There were people that wanted to connect with me. And so that made me feel good. Right? I'm normally awkward in these situations because I'm an introvert. I know I'm an extrovert, but I'm also an introvert. And I don't like, I'll go eat out by myself. I'm fine doing that. Right? But all these people coming up to me at once made me extremely nervous. So expect that if you go to the local senior citizen center. The building. Now, the building I went to was part of a church, and the parking lot was beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was this beautiful old historic church. Now, we weren't in the old historic church part. We were in this other dedicated office space kind of thing. And I was like, wow, this is really neat because it meets 3 days a week. It meets on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I thought, oh, that's great. Right. I was like, okay. the activities, there were a slew of different kinds of activities. I'm talking about pickleball, open pickleball, teach you how to play pickleball. I was like, oh, wait, I need to sign up for that. Watercolor? Oh, I've been wanting to do that forever. Oh, okay, you're going to teach me how? Okay. Um, of course, there was 42, and there was um, a lady asked me if I played bridge, and of course I don't. I have no idea how, but they had like Mexican train and the foot domino thing. I can't remember the name of it, but I was like, oh, okay. And then there's a book club that's associated with the local library. And I thought, oh man, I've always wanted to do a book club. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there's an activity that you would be interested in. And if you were like me, just sitting at home, moping, gloomy, and going, what the crap? I got to watch this Young and the Restless again. I've been watching this crap for over 60 years. I'm tired of it. Right? Then what I would say is look up your senior citizen and see what's available. They might have, they had like some kind of knitting, like teach you how to knit or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So what I'm getting at, there was all kinds of different activities. And I was like, oh, this just isn't bingo. Now, I don't know about your local senior citizen center, but let me know in the comments below. If you're debating going, let me know if this encourages you to go. Put it in the comments below because I can't be the only one thinking this, right? The cost, free. I was like, free? Huh. Okay. Now, I don't know if all senior citizens centers are like that. I don't know. Maybe it was just because um, they have volunteers that do these exercise classes and things like that. But like for certain like workshop things, there might be fees associated with it. But they were like $3, $5. They were very minimal. The atmosphere, it was clean, it was welcoming. I didn't feel like I didn't belong. I felt like I could go back. And I'm going to go back because they had some stretch exercises, and I'm like, I need to do that. So I'm going to go do that. Everyone was a volunteer. There wasn't like staff, but maybe at your local one, there is staff. Let me know in the comments below. They didn't have any brochures. They just had a calendar of the events for the month. Okay. What did I learn? I learned that everyone wants connection and that you can't judge people by their cover. Like, okay, so like there was a lady and she was in the class and she's on oxygen. Now, this hit a chord with me because one of my closest friends just got diagnosed with lung cancer and she's on oxygen. And you know how that machine goes, right? And I'm like, now, if this lady is sitting here doing Tai Chi, I can get my butt up and do Tai Chi, right? Well, come to find out, she caught me on my way outside because I was leaving. And she goes, oh, I used to go to a Tai Chi class, da 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 da. I was like, oh, okay. So I guess my point that I'm trying to make here is don't judge anybody. You just don't know who you're going to meet. Like this lady Priscilla, she's, she was trying to make a joke, and I guess I kind of got the joke. I'm not real sure. And she said Acts 5 or something like that. I said, oh, she goes, you don't know what I'm talking about. I said, yeah, I do. Your name, that's where it is in the Bible. She goes, yeah. I was like, okay. But she can speak all these different languages and read different languages. I was like, oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. Um, what keeps people from trying them? Pride. I know for me, it's pride. Um, like you're throwing in the towel of like, okay, I'm getting old. And of course I'm ticked off, right? Because here I am, I'm trying to learn how to quilt. I've been part of the quilt guild for 2 years. And when you hear quilting, what do you hear? You hear, oh, Susie B here quilting, right? And my great grandmother taught me when I was 13. Well, I've started picking it up. And so one of the things I've learned by going to the quilt guild, I was very nervous going, but I learned something. And so I can't encourage you enough to get out of your comfort zone and just go. I know you might not want to, because I know for me, I feel like I'm giving in. And it's like, no, I want to hold on to my youth. I want to hold on to my vitality. But I'm beginning to wonder about this. Now, what do I mean? There's advantages to being a senior citizen. You normally have more income, disposable income. You have this invisible cloak. And you just don't give a rip anymore. You just don't care anymore. Take it or leave it. This is it. And I guess what I'm saying is that, since I just had my birthday, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, how do I want the next 30 years to look? And I want them to be better than the previous 30. I want it to be better because I want to be able to go travel. I want to be able to go do things. I want to be able to go hang out. And I want to be able to go play Mexican train if I want to. And I want to be able to go do the things I want to go do and not be stipulated by a job or by my business or what have you. Right? Not that I don't enjoy bringing you content. I do. But I need y'all to participate with me. I can't just keep doing it and not have anybody acknowledge me. So please like, share, and subscribe if I entertain you or give you any glimpse of hope, inspiration. Again, get that let go poster down in the description below because I made it to enrich you, to encourage you, to help you. Let's see. What else can I tell you? All I can say is if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling stuck, maybe this week, maybe today, you can pick up your phone and Google your local senior citizens center because I have a feeling you're going to find some people that you have things in common with, which is a big deal. It could be a library class. It could be a walking group. It could be volunteering. Just make the effort and just I challenge you to step out. You don't, I have to admit when I went to the bathroom, because the first thing I did when I went there is I said, okay, I need to go to the ladies' room. So I go to the ladies' room and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this is where you get dropped off for daycare. And so I'm thinking, okay, for those of you that have kids and you drop them off at daycare, just know that there's going to come a time where they might drop you off at daycare. Now, when we hear that, it's like a little piece of me dies inside. But I'm trying to look at the positive, right? Because I'm like, wait a minute. I can learn something. I can exercise. I can be around ladies. I can cut up and laugh and have a good time and have a place to congregate. That's a big deal. That's a big, big deal. Now, I know some of you go to church and some of you don't, and that's fine. And y'all know I'm a lady of faith. My story is complicated, as we all have one. Don't go in there trying to think you're going to just make all these friends, because it's a possibility that you won't. You need to go in there with the mindset of this book, 13 Interactive Challenges to Self Discovery, and going, okay, what can I learn about myself? What can I do to enrich myself and grow? Because it doesn't matter the number on your birth certificate. What matters is up here in the 6 inches and how you grow. Have you ever met somebody that's an adult, but they're still acting like they're 13? They're so immature, they don't have a clue. They can't get out of bed in the morning. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then you have these other people that are older than they need to be. I'm not telling you to be older than you need to be. I'm saying, hey, go in there with a mindset of going, okay, I'm just going to do the exercise. What harm is it to do the exercise in the book? Because if you focus on that, right? If you focus on the exercise, then you're not focused on, will someone like me? Will they not like me? Because if you're anything like me, you're thinking, is this going to be like high school? Is this going to be like junior high when they all made fun of me? What is it? What's happening here? What's this going to be like? And your mind just starts doing all this mess. And I'm going to tell you right now, the way to stop that is to be focused. So order this book, links below, right? And go, okay, what can I learn from this situation? Have I wanted to take that photography class? Have I wanted to learn how to play pickleball? Have I wanted to join a book club? Have I wanted to play canasta? What is it? Right? It's a resource, and that resource is there for us. And so I hope you take advantage of it. I hope this helped you in some way. Thank you if you're following me. Thank you if you stuck with me to the end. If you're still with me here at the end of this, can you please let me know what you want me to talk about? I'd love to know, because I like to talk. And I do read all of the comments. So, the other thing I have as a resource for you is called Faith to Bloom. And it is like this. This is, this gets into some meaty stuff, but Faith to Bloom is where it's coloring and sensory, and doodling and different things like that to actually not be so high strung. If you can't tell, I'm a little high strung. Now, I'm going to leave you with this, because I'm guessing you're here because you're a senior citizen. And I wrote also Grandparent Memories from the Heart. And years ago, when this book came out, I actually did something really cool at this facility. It wasn't a senior citizen center. It was more of an assisted living situation. But I did this book with them, and they found that this was very interesting to them. And you can find the link below. Okay, I'm going to go because it's 30 minutes and I got to run because I've got to go to work. Oh, well. If you're still working, put it in the comments. You're still working, or you're pretending to work. Oh, goodness. I just don't know, man. I'm tired of having birthdays. I don't want to have any more birthdays. I don't want to have any more birthdays. Like, time out. Okay? Take advantage of your local senior citizen center. That's, volunteer. It's a big deal. Okay. Mwah. Love ya. Bye.